Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning.
Why are you laughing, Sam?
Oh God, we're not going to get through anything.
So
I actually
weird.
can I lead with something?
Yeah.
But and because I know you have a lot of things to talk about.
Sam was just really had this weird look on his face. It was actually
I was choking.
it was actually
I needed the
spooky.
Heimlich, but what did
it
you use?
was alarming. I feel like you're gonna have a lot to say in a moment. We may have a Vegas trip we need to plan live.
Yep.
There's a lot of shenanigans going on there, but I do need to say something. Last week, um, we had a discussion about our Philadelphia correspondent.
I
Do you
know.
recall?
All we do is tell people what's happening behind the scenes or ahead
Yeah.
of time.
What are you talking about?
I said we say things and they happen.
Oh, that too. That's not even what I was going to talk about. We'll talk
Oh,
about that at some point. Do you recall that I recounted the 5 most important days of his life? And
Yes.
number five was when Cole Swider transferred
Well, I
from
thought it was
Villanova.
maybe 4, but was
Or it
it
might have been
went to
4.
5?
It might have
did
been
he
4.
did he
I don't.
dispute your order?
He texted me and said, genuinely cracked up at my top 5 life moments. Never. He didn't
So
say if I was right. He didn't say if I was wrong. I'm taking that as an I was right though.
is LeBron 6 now? I guess we can talk about that later.
Let's hold off on that for later because
All right.
I forgot to tell you guys this because it was on such a spur of the moment, which we'll get to in a second. I went to Philadelphia after LeBron announced it because I thought I could go and maybe talk him out of it. I got some boots on the ground, man on the street input.
Well, how did we? But it was interesting. Yeah, we'll talk
I
about it
also
later.
have a very hot take about that.
But we did say how is he going to feel when LeBron goes to Philly, and then
Yeah,
it happened. So
yeah, I had texted my friends, my other friends. I do have some other friends, either during the
are they
show
friends or
or
acquaintance?
these are friends. This is the secondary Philly correspondent, actually second and third Philly correspondent. Although I don't think the third Philly correspondent listens to the show, and our
Okay.
Chicago correspondent.
Oh, now we have
Um,
another one coming up.
yeah, Thursday
Well, I
night
guess
just
he's
before
not a
the.
Not a
correspondent.
correspondent.
That's true.
No, he's just a host. Um, I had said Thursday night, which I believe we recorded Thursday last week, correct? So just before the show, I
Yeah.
had texted them something about how the Timberwolves and the Sixers were in the LeBron lotto, but I also said in that text, I know we're probably the last 2 options, but we probably should be talking more about how we're both options. And then I just responded to that the next day. I said, I hope I can one day use this power for my own good because I clearly
Right.
use it for everyone else's good. Yeah, so our Philly correspondent agreed with those 5 days. Cole Swider and Boeheim's Army are out of the TBT. Is that correct, Sam?
Believe it
That's
or
correct.
not, we have it on right now.
And Swider, he bricked a 3 to end it maybe his professional basketball. Well, it's not even
Yep.
professional to end his career.
That sounds about right. You're watching it, you said?
Well, so we're watching. So last week we did a deep dive in the alumni bracket. We're
We did
watching the
Vegas
Vegas
Open.
bracket right now. So.
Vegas
Oh,
Open
yeah.
bracket. I don't know what that means, but
Okay.
there's
Who's
a lot of
playing?
fat people playing.
We do have to check back in, so I would like to know who's playing.
So
Heartfire Elite and the Mecca.
so these
Oh, the
teams
Mecca's the
aren't.
New York team. No, the Mecca.
The
The
Mecca,
Mecca's
Jesus
California.
is king.
the Mecca is like Long Beach, California. I'm pretty
Yeah, okay,
sure.
I was gonna say.
And
There's
Jesus
a
is
New
king
York team.
according to.
I don't have my computer up for notes because we'll get to it later where I am, and I don't have Stats Guy Ryan online to correct me, but I'm pretty sure off the top of my head it's Long Beach.
Yep, no, that's correct. The Heartfire Elite is an underwhelming squad. You know who's on the Heartfire Elite though?
I'm watching it. I can't tell.
Is that the one who has the former Iowa Wolf?
I don't know if he actually ever played for the Iowa Wolves. He's got another hometown connection though.
I just know that Jesus likes the Mecca.
Is number 20 on the court for the Heartfire Elite?
22
He did not play for the Iowa Wolves.
guys. Dredger.
No.
One guy's
33, 0, 22, 35, and a guy with dreadlocks covering his
Covering
number.
Zero's Tevin Mack, who I've heard of.
He's on the
33.
court.
Yeah, Eric Washington. I didn't hear the other
Oh,
numbers.
charge. Oh,
Number 20 on the Heartfire Elite if he gets in the game. One of us, not that kind of us.
Oh.
Minnesota, Rashad Vaughn.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Hey,
UNLV guy, right?
what Sam
I
and
think
I
that's
just
right.
did, it reminded
The
me,
Mecca,
we've
yeah,
had
that was impressive.
when I say several, it's more than one and less than 1,000. Several requests to do a watch along one day, whether it's a basketball, baseball, wrestling.
We literally did one.
We sort of did, well, unofficially did one, but I've had some requests from people, but this is no BS. They wanted us to do a full watch along one day.
Okay.
Even though
I'm sure we can find a way to make that happen. Anyway, so I just want to get through that. Our Philadelphia correspondent did support. He didn't say I was right, he didn't say I was wrong, but he at least felt good enough about it that he said he laughed at it. So that's a win. And
go ahead.
Quickly. Should I open the show now? Should I save that?
Well, I'm gonna actually open the show because.
Okay, so I'll let you do that in a second. I don't know if
you're aware of this or not aware of this, but
we do have Heartfire lead of a lot of guys who played in Israel, by the way.
It's probably why they're down 12. But anyways, welcome everyone.
I'll let you up. No, not yet.
Well, there's a reason I'm doing this.
If you know, on the Heartfire lead, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is on the team. You might be familiar.
Isn't he a football player?
Yep.
That's weird. He was, yeah. So, the reason I'm doing the opening,
is Sam
Drew?
serious? Is Sam being serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Oh.
Yep. Former NFL star Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie competes in the basketball tournament as a player and partner.
Our Iowa Wolf is on the Davis Steel. Oh, I was watching the Davis Steel in the plane. That's why the Iowa Wolf was on the Davis Steel.
They actually have banners of the players. That's the most insane thing I think I've seen on this.
Who's the Iowa Wolf on the Davis Steel?
The Iowa Wolf. Well, he was on the Iowa Wolves, I should say. He's probably not anymore because he's
Terry Taylor.
Tournament.
I just pulled it up. Terry Taylor.
Drew.
Yeah, Dad.
I just want to welcome everyone to Apples right here on WFNU 94.1 Frogtown Community Radio. It's a very, very special day at the radio station, and there's people right now, very likely in the studio, taking a tour, listening to this show. So shout out to everyone in the studio. Welcome friends, guests. I'm sure we don't have fans. People are going, what are these idiots doing on the radio? And Philip and Katie will have to explain to them why we're on. But so welcome everybody, not only to the show, but if you're in the studio taking a tour right now, which you probably are, we are live, sort of on the air. So that's the only reason I took it.
Sam,
over.
Can I say something?
Please, we can enter a sidebar if we need to.
Yeah, I would like a brief sidebar. I thought what Dad just did was selfish. We've been doing this show for a long time. Is that not right?
How is it selfish?
Yeah,
I didn't even mention myself.
I've been doing it a long time, and
I'm not talking
even longer than me.
I'm talking to Sam.
We're in a sidebar. You can't speak.
I know he's on your lap, but it's beside.
I'll check on the slushies, but go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, go check on it. We've been doing the show for quite some time, with and without you. I think for the 27 years we've been doing this show, I think I've opened just about every episode.
I know.
And now, let me finish. And now here you are.
I do get to defend myself on my own sidebar, but go ahead.
It's a huge show.
We gotta wait till we exit the sidebar.
Yeah, we're still in the sidebar. It's a huge show. I wish I could. The problem is I can't mute him because you guys are together. Otherwise, I just mute him. It's a huge show. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people packed in the WFNU studio listening to us.
Right.
And he feels like now he just gets to be the one that opens the show. First off, it was rough. I mean, it was just not smooth.
It was spectacular.
I'm still not done. He forgot to mention that when they leave, if they're taking a tour and they miss a little bit of the show because they're somewhere
it
where
wasn't
it's not
done. You were rudely interrupting, but go ahead.
Okay. They can also find us on Spotify. They can also find us on Apple Podcasts. They can also find us on Amazon Music. They can also find us on YouTube and YouTube Music. They can also find us on iHeartRadio and so many other places. I also wanted to make sure they knew that if they have thoughts about the selfishness, and if they go back and listen to some old episodes, they realize I don't try and close the show on your behalf. Maybe I will today after this episode. Not episode of the show, episode you just performed. I called that an episode that you had. If they go back and listen to their episodes, they'll hear that. And if they want to say anything to us, they can follow us at Apples to Apples PC on X/Twitter. I refuse to call it X. And maybe we'll talk about some of them. maybe they'll be our next XYZ correspondent. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you want to know about. I got my Broadway/Las Vegas correspondent sitting to my right. Although I think the Las Vegas correspondency is a group effort. We'll get to that in a second. If you want to be our next Philly correspondent, just let us know what you got to say, and you can become a character on the show, just like he has over the years. Just has your multiple roommates, Ryan, the stats guy, my roommate. We used to have another character. We don't talk about her anymore. But yeah, I just thought that was a little rude, Sam. I don't know about you.
You're fired.
Yeah, I think you also forgot to say we are apples to apples today. You
It-
kind
it-
of
it
welcome
wasn't-
everybody, but
Well, I
You
didn't
didn't say who
okay,
we are.
nothing I said. Oh, wait, is the sidebar over?
well, while we're in the
Jesus.
sidebar,
No, we're still in the sidebar.
while
Dear
we're in the
God.
sidebar, since we are in the studios, should we not talk about how our tarps are off and we're sitting on top of each other?
After I just fed him too, by the way, the best sandwich he's ever had.
I think that's up to you. I think that's it's
Okay.
as much as you want to
I'll
share
think
with
on it.
people.
I'll
Yeah,
think on
about
it.
it. Yeah, shoot what you think.
All right, we can exit the sidebar.
Okay, Dad, you come back in. Sorry,
okay.
I said to talk to Sam.
So in my defense, I wasn't entirely sure if you were aware of what was going on, and instead of explaining it to you to explain to the orchard, I just thought I'd do it. I never plan on doing it again. So I never mentioned myself.
Doesn't matter. You made it about you. You stepped on my touchdown call, as they say.
But I didn't
or-
know if you knew, and I didn't ask you in the pre-show
Mhm.
meeting because there wasn't one, because I was making the best steak sandwich Sam's ever had and making him slushies. We'll get to that too. So I really was trying to save time and conserve time. I wasn't
Listen.
trying to step on a touchdown call.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. I know you already have enough issues with that, so.
Yeah, that's true. Can I ask you one quick question, and then we'll get into Vegas and the slushies and everything. Would you be offended if you brought your car in at 6:45 to be serviced in the morning, and at 4 o'clock they forgot about it and still hadn't been in?
Yes. I think you can be offended
All right,
at that.
well-
I think you should be offended at that.
Yeah, I've got their loaner car, so they can keep mine as
Oh.
long as they want. But still,
How's the loaner?
Little spectacular.
It is.
Are you at liberty to share?
It's a Land Rover Discovery. They're very nice.
massive. The third seat is up. I'm not sure what they're using it for, but the third seat
Yeah.
is up.
It's very nice.
Just
So I
go
don't
in
care.
tomorrow if you want to try it out longer. Just have someone sneak in and like slash the tires. Then you can have it. A
Oh,
little
that
while
was the
longer.
other thing. I get as I'm driving home, the tire gauge shows that the back rear one is low. So I did fill their tire with air too. So it wasn't the greatest start to that. Sam, when you get home, I'll be happy to make you the greatest steak sandwich in the world. I've added it to my repertoire.
Hold on, I have to take you off my headphones for a moment.
Let's go.
We had our first experience with the Ninja. It did get the seal of approval.
It did not?
It did.
Oh, what'd you make?
We grilled a little zucchini and lamb chops.
I'm
I'm a little alarmed you started with the zucchini.
I mean, I guess.
Well, that
You'll always
was the
remember your
order.
first
That was the
grilled
order in
zucchini,
which
yeah.
they were cooked. I mean, it was the order in which they were cooked, and I figured I'd build to the more exciting of the two things.
Oh, you didn't do them at the same time. Did you use the griddle
Well,
or the grill?
I used the grill because I wasn't sure how smoked lamb chops would taste. Probably good. But I didn't also.
Oh,
I
yeah.
also was cooking the zucchini. We bought this massive.
Wait,
zucchini
you
from
smoked the
farmer's market.
zucchini, but not the
No, I
lamb
didn't.
chop?
That was my point. I didn't want to
No,
smoke
but
either.
you could have used
so I
the
was
grill plate for either. That's what I
I
was
used the
asking.
grill plate for both.
Oh,
Is that
you
not what
didn't
you
use the
asked?
grill part. You just used the grill plate. Got it. Okay.
I just grilled it. What are you saying? I didn't use the flat.
Yep.
We don't have the flat. I didn't get the flat.
Oh, you only have the one?
Correct.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you had both. That's
Nope. Because I have a cast iron that I use for the flat inside if I need to. But I might
if you
have
do-
to upgrade over time.
All right, relax.
Well, you can also.
I'm not
put
even allowed to buy the table as of yet. So one thing at a time.
Okay, two things. One, the grill is great for vegetables. I mean, the grill plate is great for vegetables.
That's what we made
But
the zucchini
two-
on. It was spectacular.
But you can put the cast iron on the Ninja.
if we got the flat. I guess you could maybe put it on the grill plate.
No, you
but
could
yeah.
just put the plate on too. I've done that.
Yeah, no, I mean, one thing at a time. Got the
Okay.
seal of approval, though, and there was a bit of discussion leading up to the purchase because we had one. Sam saw it in action. It's subpar, to put it nicely. So a significant upgrade. Came well recommended, well reviewed, delivered. Just thought you should know that.
What did you get the wood chips with it? So you're ready to roll when you want?
That's right. Yes. Yes.
2 different kinds?
Mine only came with one. Maybe that was a in the kitchen with David special that you got the 2-pack. I think they're red. I think the bag is red.
Mesquite?
I think I don't know. I think the bag is red. They're upstairs.
Yeah, there's mesquite there's not that much difference, but okay. All right, well, you have to report when you actually smoke something. I think you could definitely smoke pork chops or lamb chops.
You could have.
Am I out?
For now, yes. Until we get to Vegas, maybe.
I mean, we can go to Vegas now if you want. I mean,
well, I mean, are you done talking about? I mean, people are clamoring at home for. I feel like you said you had something to say.
I think within 5 minutes, he had the steak sandwiches and the slushies going. I think he probably wanted to say that.
Yeah.
And the steak sandwich, to quote a wise man, it was the biggest, the largest. That's how I would describe it.
Not the best.
I'd say it was the biggest, the largest.
You son of a. He's so ungrateful.
It was a good steak sandwich.
It was a great steak sandwich. Drew would actually appreciate it.
Oh, that's why I brought up the grill, because.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Well, I ate it all.
Oh, so you must like it. Big fresh buns. It's good. I'll make one for you next week, Drew. If I'm in town, we might be taking a sidebar to Chicago last second, but that's a different conversation.
Am I going me?
No, well, you can, but no.
I feel like I'm a little busy, but.
Yeah, no, you're busy. Anyhow, all right. So Sam's been in town 30 minutes. We've got the WWE universe is all descending into town here.
I feel like I feel like a lot of that needs. Oh no, that's this weekend. My brain is mixed up.
I mean, that's in days. Otis got taken out last night. I don't know if he's going to be watching SmackDown with us Friday night, like originally.
God, I hope he's in like a neck brace or something.
I don't know if they could make one that big. And then so Ruka lost her title. She's supposed to be there.
It's just going to be like a corset that.
Joe Henry had an uncomfortable. It was actually.
He might not survive if he appears.
It was actually so bad that it was comical, but anywho. So LeBron made his decision. Shocking, wasn't us.
I think it was shocking, though, to be fair. I don't think I expected him to go to Philly, personally.
Well, okay, so by the way, and this has nothing to do with your adopted new home. If you don't like the city enough to live in it, why would you play there?
I do think it's funny that the whole thing was will he live in Minneapolis? I mean, he didn't pick the Timberwolves probably for other reasons, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, I do New York then too.
I do laugh that the whole thing was like, well, he doesn't want to live in Minneapolis, blah 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 blah, and it's like, well, he picked now a city he's not even. Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, I live in New York. Minnesota is very very cold. Not disputing that. New York gets pretty freaking cold, and he better hope that we don't get some of the snow we got last year because his helicopter's not taken off.
$1 million. He's going to spend $1 million. He's making $4 million. He's going to spend $1 million on helicopter rides.
Yeah.
To the
so
games.
I heard the news. I got on the first train I could to Philadelphia to go see what people had to say. That is a 50% true statement.
Okay. Well, that's closer than most of the things we say.
That's very true. The 50% that's true is after that news hit, I did get on basically the first train I could to Philadelphia. The lie is as to why.
You and I have been on that train to Philly, by the way.
Yeah, midnight train to Philly. From Philly.
I told one back. Was scary.
I was going to Philly to bring this somewhat full circle back to being characters on this show. Last minute, your one-time roommate and myself, my roommate was visiting your one-time roommate's roommate who recently moved to Philadelphia. if you're following at all.
Yeah, I know. Another
and very
airport.
Ryan, my long lost brother.
correct. That's absolutely right. We acquired very last minute 10th row seats behind home plate to the Phillies Yankees. Now the problem was there was 3 people, not including Sam's long lost brother, for 2 tickets. But Sam's long lost brother, your old roommate, was an individual, and basically I said, well, I wasn't supposed to go to Philly because your roommate was heading to Maryland the next day. It's a very long story. The short version is, said if you can get here, tickets are yours. So get on the first train to Philadelphia, get there. We get sat next in between 2 Yankees fans, and the Yankee fan to our left, adamant it's not going to work out. Adamant the team sucks. Adamant not enough
Was the
basketballs
Yankee
to go
fan
around.
a Knicks fan?
The Yankee fan was a Knicks. Not only was he a Knicks fan, he was at the parade, and not only was he at the parade, he was like in the parade. He was a former disc jockey. I learned this. I've already forgotten his name. I'll find it later.
Why was
Not
he at
this-
the game?
I think he said he was a Yankees season tickets holder, and the Yankees gave him the tickets.
Oh,
So they gave tickets to some of their season tickets holders. He
Oh.
was not only he was at the parade on the interior of the barrier. He had pictures with Ja Rule. He had pictures with Chris Rock. He had pictures with Fat Joe, not Danhausen. He had a couple pictures with some of the Knicks, and then he was at the like speech where they like actually like talked, in front of City Hall.
Oh.
Sidestep. I just named a lot of famous people, right? So we're like, how did it happen? Well, I used to be a DJ. I did, hip hop radio in New York for a long time. Before that, I was in LA, blah, blah, blah. Tells us his life story. Very interesting guy. Starts showing us old pictures. Picture of him and Beyonce and Solange. Picture of him and Jay-Z. All these very famous people. He gets about 9 or 10 pictures in. He flips. You want to guess who the next picture was with?
O.J. Simpson.
No, not far off, though.
Vanilla Ice.
OJ, I mean, in a way, combine the two. Sounds weird, but stay with me here. Not really exactly combine the two, but
Ice
like
Cube.
no,
Ice-T.
Ice Cube is getting closer. Ice-T is getting closer, for sure. That's
Mr.
the
T.
no, that's the genre. Okay, that's the genre, and you're on to something with T. I know you guys can get there.
the genre.
Hip
Like
hop
that's
with a T.
well, it may not be with a T, just the concept. Think about it. I believe in you.
Oh,
There's a reason I'm saying this
Tupac.
picture's no.
no.
I was shocked to see a
Not
photo.
TLC.
No, it's one individual. It was one man.
One man. Flavor
Imagine
Flav.
so imagine the reaction
Flavor Flav.
No. Imagine the reaction Dad gets from his photo with O.J. Simpson. That's the reaction, but like times about actually not times 5.
Aaron
but-
Hernandez. No.
No, but
I know where we are now.
combine that with Ice-T, Ice Cube, that kind of.
Well, not Tupac.
I already
Sam
said
said,
that.
well, Tupac's dead. That'd be. I mean, it is an old picture.
Well, that would have been quite the reaction.
Yeah, OJ
Yeah, it
is
would have
too.
been. I mean, to be fair, you could not take a picture with this guy right now. Not because he's dead, but for other reasons.
No, who's the big gangster in jail? Alleged gangster, sorry.
Well, I don't know if gangster is how I describe him, but he's definitely in jail.
Diddy.
Scrolls, picture of him and Diddy. And then we
Diddy.
just look at
Come
each
on,
other.
Sam, you should have got
We just look
that.
at each other. We look at him, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm I'm not lying. These exact words come out of the guy's mouth. Yeah, that was at a Diddy party. Not one of those Diddy parties though. I have never laughed so hard in my life. He just showed it to us. He goes, "Different times, man." I was like, "Yeah, I get it."
Did you tell him about me and OJ?
I did not. We were laughing so hard, and he was laughing so hard with us. And I think we said to each other after, we were like, I don't think he knew that photo was coming up next. because that was the last photo he showed us, and I think he was trying to. He literally was like, "Yeah, it's me at a Diddy party," but not one of those
Is the
Diddy
picture
parties. I don't
with
even know if I can say
OJ, like, I still think the OJ picture is more alarming, but Diddy's got to be up there. Diddy's probably more topical now.
Well, Diddy's much more topical now, to be fair, and also OJ was innocent.
I think it's where OJ's hands are around your neck is what's alarming.
It is ironic that they were around my neck, and I do remember them being huge.
But comparatively, this guy says to us, "Yeah, that was me at a Diddy party."
Yeah, that's
kind of the equivalent. Yeah, it was very similar. Anyways, that was the sidebar. He's adamant it won't work. This is my segue now somehow back into actual sports. I asked our Philly correspondent if I thought it was going to work. He said no. We run into Sam's long lost brother's friend from home at the Phillies game. We say, "Do you think it's going to work?" He goes, "Nope, I don't think so." So I don't know. There's like strangely some pessimism around it. Thoughts?
Well, that brings me to my hot take. It's Jaylen Brown will be traded within a year.
I feel like, why would they make that?
He wanted to be a first option, and now he's the fourth option on a team.
Well, I will say he will probably end up being the first option because they all get hurt and none of them will be playing by
the end. Embiid and LeBron probably won't play until the postseason.
Right.
But, I mean, you got Maxey who, I mean, if Maxey keeps progressing, he's going to be better, more of an option than Jaylen Brown.
I've got a hot take.
And VJ Edgecombe was almost Rookie of the Year, and this is just going to slow his progress, I feel like. And
I think, not completely on the same subject, but I think Milwaukee might end up being better than Miami. I think Miami's going to be bad. They've got nothing. Now I have to vote for it. Now I have to cheer for Boston, though, to beat Philly. So.
Well, and all this, too, it's kind of funny. And the East is now probably deeper than the West. I mean, I still think Spurs, Thunder, 1-2 are better than any team in the East.
Maybe.
But now that, look at Kawhi's in the East, or he probably will, hopefully will be as a Timberwolves fan, but it's under whatever the league's review is.
Well, he's either going to not play or be in the East. So
yeah. So Kawhi's in the, let's just say he's in the East. Giannis is still in the East on a different team. In theory, it's a better team. Dad may disagree, but he probably wasn't going to play in the Bucks anyways. And now you got LeBron. The Sixers are very good. The Celtics are still good. You're going to get Halliburton back with the Pacers. I mean, the Knicks obviously just won the title. So, I mean, I think the East is now deeper than the West.
I don't think they're deeper. Because
I'm with Sam.
If you think about it, the two worst teams in the West are probably going to be Minnesota and Golden State, and they're not that bad. I'm talking about playoff teams. So I think it might be deeper. They might be more top heavy.
Well, I think it's the opposite.
But I mean, Denver's better than. Okay, San Antonio's.
But like Denver's done nothing to get better.
No, but they're still better than most of those teams in the East.
I don't know that that's true. You think Denver is better than? You think Denver's better than Detroit?
Denver's better than.
Denver's better than Indiana with all those guys coming back?
I think Denver's better.
Well, I mean,
maybe
that's what we disagree on. I mean, yeah. I don't think Denver is all that great. I mean, I think Denver and us, like, I think it's a bit of a mushy middle, which is, I think, kind of Sam's point. Like, you have Miami, whatever. Between Miami and Milwaukee, they swap players.
Well,
they're the same.
Are we better than New York? I'm not saying New York won, I get it, but everything went their way. Are we better than New York?
I think on paper it's a similarly talented team.
Yeah, okay, there you go. There's one. Are we better than Boston?
I think Boston's got.
Well, who's better than us?
But without Jaylen Brown,
let's do it this way. Who's better than us in the East?
But you're proving Sam's.
I'm proving my point because I think we're the eighth best team in the West.
Well, I
don't think
that's where I think you're wrong. I think we're the fourth best team in the West.
No, not with this team. They've done nothing to improve.
Okay, so name the 7 teams ahead of us in the West.
Okay, we might be 7. Thunder, San Antonio, Denver.
Fine. Name 3 more.
I'm trying. I got to remember who's there.
They're not good. The Lakers suck
Golden State's better than us. They
don't have a second player.
If they don't get hurt, they're better than us. If
they're all gone,
this is different times than when we played them in the playoffs.
Steph Curry. I think the Lakers have improved. That's
you think
5.
the Lakers have improved?
Yeah, I really do. They have the
Okay.
best player in the league, and they've got role players
Well, again,
now.
they have the best player in the league who can't make it through 82 games because he's fat and out of
Well,
shape.
that's because they had LeBron was holding them back. I think we're 6 or 7. Oh my God, I'm doing it. Don't
You
worry.
just said that on purpose.
I'm doing it. Don't worry. Sam's laughing.
He's actually doing it.
Yep. Sorry, but I actually didn't do it on purpose.
I think we just disagree with our placement and how good we think
That's
those
fine.
teams are. So, I mean, agree to disagree. I'm with Sam. I think what I believe is flipped, and I think that's what Sam's saying. Thunder and Spurs are probably your number 1 and number 2 team in the whole league in some order. And then after that, the West to me is a crapshoot between us, Denver, I guess LA, I guess Houston. Like I suppose the Suns are sort of relevant. I have no idea. Like after that, it gets bad.
The Clippers are
fast.
done now.
Yeah.
The Golden
Grizzlies
State, they have
nothing.
39-year-old Steph, 37-year-old Draymond, or wherever they are.
But I think like
That's it.
But it's like so after Thunder and Lakers, you have the Nuggets, the Rockets. Sorry, after the Thunder and the Spurs, you have the Lakers, the Nuggets, us, the Rockets, and the Warriors, who are a whole. I mean, I don't think any of those teams are that like great. I think we're probably the 3rd or 4th best team in that list. Whereas when you go to the East, you have the Pistons, who were the number 1 seed last year and didn't really go anywhere. You still have the Knicks, you still have the Celtics, you now have the Sixers, you have the Cavs, or maybe the Cavs ended up being, what were they, 2nd or 3rd? You have the Heat, who now have Giannis and Bam. The Magic were kind of surging late last year and then faded. The Heat, I think the Hawks have gotten better. You think the Bucks are going to be good? Like, I don't know. That's way more good teams, I think.
Well, and don't forget the Pacers.
And the Pacers have Halliburton coming back. Thank you very much. Good call. And if the Raptors get Kawhi and he's allowed to play, I mean, is Dad getting his slushy, or does he think we're finally right?
He just served me a slushy, and I'm waiting to eat it. I'm assuming I can't eat it yet.
I was wondering why he was so. I was wondering why he got.
He's
so
on his way
quiet
back with a second slushy.
One night, Drew, I had 6 slushies. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, that adds up though.
I'd say it might be the best present he's ever gotten.
It's delicious. Go ahead, Sam. Try it. One bite ever knows the rules. Oh, is that trademark? Can we say that?
No, I think that's safe to say.
Maybe a little bit more syrup.
It's a little watery.
Is it? It might not be done.
Oh man, he went there and he said it. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you can't let it sit and melt.
The thing that will go well for the Sixers is I am almost worried.
I have a brain freeze on bite 2.
You guys are a disaster over there.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
The thing that actually, in a weird way, is when there's all 5 of them, I guess 4, because Edge comes only his 2nd year. As good as he is, he'll fit into whatever role. All 4 of them together, I'm not sure it's going to work, but I think it's going to be rare that all 4 play together. So they'll probably have a really good regular season. They have 0 bench. I mean, 0 bench at all.
How many games until their coach is fired and Doc Rivers gets hired?
Oh my God.
I guess before or after the All-Star break.
And why didn't the Timberwolves want Brown?
Jaylen Brown? I sort of think he's repetitive with Edwards. I really do. I think the same thing would be saying about the Sixers. We would say if the Timberwolves went out there with the starting lineup of, I guess, Dosunmu and Jaylen Brown. Like, I just think it's another very ball heavy usage. Well, I guess ironically we now have a ball, so that's a bad example. But like heavy usage ball handler that has to have the ball in his hands to score. Like that's why Tatum and Brown worked well together, because that's like Tatum and Brown had found a way to work together, and obviously Tatum being hurt for all the time he was hurt helped. But like, I don't know. I think Jaylen Brown is just a knockoff version of Ant, and in terms of skill set, I just don't think it would have worked.
Well, Tatum's usually very efficient too. He's not like Mitchell or those guys who need 25 shots to get 30 points.
Right. So, I don't know. But I think it will work better than people are giving it credit for. And then they'll be able to manage minutes because they have the talent to deal with it. And then you get in the playoffs and you figure it out. So I don't know that they're title favorites because of other reasons, fit, depth, etc. And I think just OKC and the Spurs are so good. It's not. I don't think you can confidently say anybody's quote unquote title favorites, but I actually think I am more optimistic about it in some ways than some Philly fans are. But maybe I'm just
Well,
trying to
the guy's living
ease
in New York. That says it all. Why didn't he just play for New York?
because they
I'm
won.
also less worried about the money with the helicopter. Does he not realize that one of those trips is going down?
Yeah, it's not the safest mode of transportation.
I don't have a
these
brain
days.
freeze. My entire body's frozen right now.
I don't.
God.
We should feed him slow through the show. I was 2 bites in, I had a brain freeze. I couldn't speak.
Oh.
So that might be the way to shut him up.
Drew, have you ever thought of having
Nothing else has
coffee?
worked.
Have you ever got a freezy and drank coffee at the same time just to counteract the brain freeze?
I'm sure at some point in my life I have.
Okay.
You don't have coffee.
Oh, we have coffee here.
No, but you don't have one with you.
Do you want me to make you some?
No, I don't drink coffee, but maybe you
Sam
should go
doesn't
get
drink
some.
coffee. What are you talking about?
I know. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Well, I thought you were gonna go get experiment.
Oh, I've tried it. It does work. I was asking a question I already knew the answer to. All right. Well, so now the Timberwolves have to do something, don't they?
You
I
would
don't
think,
think
but
I don't know if you saw the clips of Juani Buckets,
Who?
Joanne Beringer. I don't know how to pronounce his
All
first
I know
name.
is that his first chance
I
to
think
play.
I think
he
it's
was hurt.
Johan.
Johan Beringer, Beringer.
Whatever it is, it's okay with me.
So I'm just gonna call him Juani Buckets or
Yeah, call him whatever you want.
Johnny Buckets.
He's French,
And his
so I don't know
Johnny
if I go with
basketball.
And he
Wani,
got
but-
hurt. The first chance he had, he got
No,
hurt.
I don't know if
that
you saw
was-
the clips
that
of him
was
today. He was
totally
in
a
a
fake
polo
injury.
shirt dunking on kids in the gym. I think he might be our 4.
Yeah, my conspiracy theory is that was a fake injury. They put him out there and they were like, why is he out there? We actually need this guy this year.
No,
And
that
made
happens
it.
all the time in summer league. The good
Yeah.
guys only play 1 or 2 games.
That was a fake injury. All of a sudden he was hurt, but then to Sam's point, now he's like playing pickup in a polo shirt. Like that was fake.
So I understand it's the 8th inning of the Twins game. Their only halfway decent hitter gets a hit. They take him out for a pinch runner just to tie the game. And if it goes in the extra innings, they don't have him anymore.
I thought something similar.
Stupid coaching. That's okay.
I feel like this guy's been a pretty good coach. I don't know.
I don't.
It's not a good team, and they're 500 or basically 500.
The third baseman might get killed for Kansas City right now. He's in so close. But here's what we do now. We're just gonna swing as hard as we can and not move the runner over. That's why you don't put a pinch runner in. It doesn't matter anyways.
I admittedly I'm full of that. I haven't watched the Twins game all year, but it's by choice because I'm protesting the ownership. But
I
Dad
agree.
wanted to watch the team today, so we have the game on during the show.
Wait,
and
I wanted to watch it. I said put whatever you want on.
we had the basketball tournament on, but it was at half.
We could have done that's the last thing I wanted to watch.
You kept checking the score on your phone, so
No, I
thought
was
you wanted
checking
to-
the links to see if they traded Nafisa Collier yet.
Oh, my.
That was the most clickbaity article I've ever
That's
seen.
what I
by
tried
the way.
telling Dad, and he clicked it, and he's
No, you guys don't understand. I said this before the season started. She will not play here. They have to get rid of her. They have no choice but to trade her.
Why would you trade? You can win a championship this year.
But then she leaves for nothing. Then she leaves.
Fine.
They're not going
won
to win
your
a championship with her.
They're the
I would
number one
trade
team
a
in the league.
championship on all our teams if the
But they're not going to win one with her. They need to get rid of her.
Well, if that's what
She's leaving.
I think even if she leaves, I think you have a chance at a championship. You don't trade. I don't think you would. And whether or not that's true, all the article said was like, oh, she's unsigned next year, so like she might have to be traded. Like,
she
it was
will
so
not play
full
for.
of
No. She literally will not. She will. Trust me, my inside sources have told me she will not play for Alex Rodriguez.
That might be true. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Double play, just like I said.
I didn't even get to share my fact because Dad interrupted me so fast. Cody Clemens has 18 home runs
and just grounded a double play when they put a
and
pinch
500 double plays, but so do all our guys.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. No, the Twins have a timeshare in Dad's head.
I'm not the one. I didn't say anything. He said that.
You
By the way, he's
brought
got
them up.
18. He's got 18 home runs. He's hitting 180. Big deal.
244, but yeah.
Oh yeah, even better. Well, it is better actually. No, I said you could
It's a lot
watch
better.
NXT. Do you know, Drew, that
Isn't
you
that
could
over?
5 minutes? You know that we could have listened to NXT in the car today.
I still think that's the most insane thing ever. But what do I know
Interesting.
about it?
Well, for the pay-per-views, they're having Sirius has a separate pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm aware. I think it's crazy.
Their
I think
remote's
it's
broken.
absolutely insane.
Sam just broke our remote. That doesn't want you to watch that show. That's why.
I can't watch. It only
One
wants us to watch
moment, please.
TBT.
One moment, please. No wild news.
Billy G's meeting with Hughes right now.
Why doesn't he just promise him if you sign for 5 years, I'll sign your brother in 3? Can't we make that deal?
I mean, but that would mean the brother wants to come here.
Well, why wouldn't he? I can't say anything. New Jersey's lovely this time of the year. Never mind.
You can hate on New Jersey all you want.
No, I'm just saying I don't hate New Jersey, but I mean, I don't think is there that much of a difference between New Jersey and Minnesota?
Well, here's my thing. Why does everybody think to play together they have to go to New Jersey? Like, I'm not disputing two brothers want to play together. Look at the Felinos. They took 20 years to figure it out, but they found a way. They're from Michigan. Like, I don't understand why it's like, well, they would only ever play together in New Jersey. Like, I get the other two are there, but one sucks that I'm sure New Jersey would be fine getting rid of. And Luke's going to be a free agent just like, or Jack. I said Jack, sorry, mixing him up. Jack's going to be a free agent just like Quinn is. So, like, why wouldn't they could both go anywhere. They don't both have to stay in Minnesota. I mean, they could both go play for the freaking, well, they can't go play for the Red Wings because they got their own stuff to deal with. Anyone. Chicago. Like, why does it have to be New Jersey? I don't get it.
I'd like to be the third
maybe
brother.
I'm missing something.
Quinn and Jack. Quinn and Jack.
Quinn and Jack. I said
walked
Luke
out with
was...
Morgan Wallen at the big house, and Luke, the third brother, is in the nosebleeds in the stands.
You know who the third brother is?
Quinn notably wearing a JJ McCarthy jersey. I think that's important.
You know who the third brother is?
Hulk Hogan, the third
Ronnie
man.
James.
Oh,
that's the equivalent. The third brother is Bronny James, basically.
I mean, sort of see what you're getting at, but okay. Yeah, I just don't get the. I'm not even saying it's for the Wild. I just don't. I don't understand.
All right.
No one's been able to explain to me why they can only play together in New Jersey. Like, why does New Jersey have this like leg up? They have the worst of the two brothers. Well, they have the worst of the three brothers. You know what I mean? Like, why? You know what I mean? I get that they have two of the three, but the third one didn't even play all year for them. They sent him down at one point, or they benched him. Like,
I don't think they care about that brother, by the way.
No, they don't. He's never even talked about. But that's the only thing the Devils could claim as to why they're like better positioned. And I'm not even saying it's the Wild. They could go play anywhere together. It took the Felinos 20 years and they ended up playing for the Wild together. Marcus played somewhere else for however long. Nick played all over the place. Like, I just don't. That part I don't get. Regardless of if it happens, regardless of if Quinn resigns for 3, 5, 8 years, regardless of what Jack does and if the other brother learns how to skate, like, I don't get it. Why it's New Jersey or nowhere. They stink. No offense, Frank.
Yeah, I don't get. It's weird. I don't get it.
If the slushie melts and you drink it, it tastes like Kool-Aid.
I know.
I can tell you guys are eating it because.
Go get yourself another one, Sam. The second one is always
You're just
better.
talking so much less.
The second one's better, Drew.
Well, it probably. I think when you probably release some of it, it slushifies a bit better.
We went with cherry, if anyone's wondering.
No, I mean I agree, and we'll still see what happens with Larkin, but I think Billy G has turned full attention to signing Quinn, and then hopefully that means we get Larkin.
Well, they better do something, or they're just gonna be the same team again.
Yeah, and you know what? I think
Patrick Kane. We haven't talked. Obviously, it's amazing. He's a Chicago hero.
Oh, you're new team.
It's a good story. He's going back to them, blah, blah. That's the worst contract in the entire league, and this summer has a lot of bad contracts. Patrick Kane right now is worth $4 million, and he just got doubled that. That is a horrible contract.
At least double. He can make like.
He didn't even get a hometown, like not hometown, but a hero discount. Like
he got the opposite. Like 12. Whatever the opposite is what he got.
He can make some crazy amount with bonuses.
Zuccarello is more productive at around the same age. Maybe he's a year older, and he got $5 million. Patrick Kane just got $8 million. It made no sense.
What's the Vikings coach's name? Kevin
KOC.
KOC.
Scotty Scheffler's best friend.
Can I say? Yeah, they are close apparently. Can I stay on the Wild for a brief moment? I think you said it right, Dad. You talked a while back, like you're like, oh, they got work. Like, I don't know that they got any better. I feel like they just swapped guys out in and out. Like,
right.
I don't like. Yes, I think the guys they got in the Middleton trade are good. But I think they're probably better than Zuccarello and Middleton and probably Johansson, Tarasenko. But like, they got two guys and they quote unquote lost four. So you have to then assume the two guys that are going to come up from the minors are probably going to be a little worse. And so they offset. So I'm just kind of like, they're going to be a perfectly fine team next year. They're going to be a playoff team next year. They should win a game, a series next year like they did this year. But I'm just like, they're so close.
Maybe.
Like, if they can just make one, well, I mean, it's hockey, anything weird can happen, but there's no reason they shouldn't be just as good as they were last year. But they're so close. They're just so close, and I can't imagine what we've seen from Guerin. He doesn't try. I don't know if it's Larkin or somebody, or if it's at the deadline. Like, it just genuinely feels like one piece.
The forwards they bring up from the minors for some reason never pan out. The defense usually are pretty solid, but the forwards they bring up are that you could. There's 20 of them, and they're all the same person.
Yeah. Well, I don't disagree with that. Yeah.
I even saying they're bad. They just don't amount to much.
Or once they get good, they trade them, which is I'm fine with. But like,
yeah, that's true.
Ross, I mean, your odds been good, I guess, to be fair. But you're right. It is way
well, but I mean,
way more misses. No, way more misses than hits. No, you're right. Way more misses than hits for sure.
He was pretty much a rookie.
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just calling out guys who are younger that are playing well. But you're right. Like, anybody who gets spot minutes, none of those guys ever like grab a lineup spot in the forward group and give it back ever.
No.
I don't know if that's coaching. I don't know if it's the Iowa team sucks. So maybe that's part of the problem.
Can I just to the Twins for a second, and then we got to probably talk some Vikings maybe. And this is not being them in my head. The Twins send guys down, and then they a day later bring them up and then pitch them right away. If they were so bad you send them down, why are they in the game immediately?
Well, because what's his face got hurt. Sands.
Allegedly,
Sands gave up 8 runs and
whatever. Whether he
did every other game he's pitched the last 2 years.
Whether he was hurt or sucked is a separate. I mean, he was brought up for Sands. Now I don't disagree. I do feel like, but probably because he was fresh, because he didn't pitch yesterday because they sent him back and forth.
Yeah, the Sands was awful the last 2 years.
But I think that's just a product of the fact that they have this bullpen that is just a combination of whatever 6 guys out of the 15 they cycle through are healthy, like and available. Yep. Like, so they're all interchangeable.
KOC. If he wants any credibility whatsoever, I don't want to hear that J.J. McCarthy has the same chance to play as Kyler Murray.
I don't know that
it ain't true. If it is, then they're tanking already. But I don't think you have the wide receivers we have and throw J.J. McCarthy, who couldn't even throw in college, in a game. He's done. They should get rid of him. End it. I'm not saying Murray's great, but I mean, I'll take my chances with him.
I mean, but he's not just gonna come out and say
he should.
Kyler's he probably wants to see them both they're both getting first and second team reps. So they're trading off.
Stupid.
And he's not just gonna have one. He wants a battle and wants to see what they both can do, and when they're trying their hardest, and see what they can do with the first team. If he just immediately says Kyler his starter game 1. That's JJ's not gonna be trying as hard in training camp. He's not gonna be working as hard in theory. Like you're not gonna see what he's got. Also, this is a guy they traded up to get in the draft. They obviously believe in him.
Stupidity.
Whether it's stupid or not, you gotta trust. Like if you believe in that guy that much, you gotta see him out. You can't just give up on him when he was injured half the year. I also think you fail to realize
snapped his leg in half.
Well, he was bad before that, but
if JJ McCarthy was our starter,
they fired that guy. Like at some point, you gotta let it go. They fired the guy.
Yeah, no, I know. JJ McCarthy's terrible.
Also, if McCarthy was fully healthy and started the entire year, we make the playoffs. We were half a game out the playoffs, and we lost. That's because we lost 3 games with Brosmer and then 3 more with Carson Wentz. Well, it was awful.
That's because, that's by default. But JJ's awful. He is, but that's okay. We'll get him next year.
I don't know. You just Murray. You got basically off the street. You're paying him the minimum.
They didn't get him off the street. He was a decent player.
No, I meant like they've just signed him to a 1-year deal. Like, that's all I meant.
Yeah.
And I just think you gotta like make him work for it. I agree. I think it's not an even battle or whatever. I don't think he said exactly that, but whatever he said today. But I do believe he's going to make them split reps, and I think it'll be pretty obvious pretty quickly who's the better quarterback, and then that'll be that. But like,
we'll do well in training in spring or preseason because McCarthy will end up playing a lot.
Yeah, no, that's true. We'll actually win some preseason games. I just think, especially a guy like Kyler, and you never know how much this stuff is true or not, but you've heard the stories when he was in Arizona. I think not handing him the job is a good idea. If nothing else, it's just a motivational tactic, like Sam said. Like, I just don't think you can turn around and be like, all right, thanks for signing on the minimum for a year, Kyler. Here's the starting job. Especially when you know that maybe preparation and things like that in the past have been a problem. I think you got to make them work for it.
The Twins won't have a catcher to play this game because now they're gonna have to pinch hit for their next catcher.
Well, no, the Kansas City Royals in a 1-run game in the 9th inning just put in a guy who has a 6 ERA, so they might have a worse bullpen than us.
I saw something weird the other day that like our bullpen is not good, but it was something about like how our runs are split up. Like we have very few. We're gonna lose this game now because I said this, but whatever. Like high leverage runs given up by the bullpen. We just have some days where like when we're already losing, the bullpen lets up like 27 runs.
I think that makes sense. The other thing they do when they go trade for a guy that has been on 17 teams, they put him in and that guy immediately gives up 6 runs. The Twins just walked it off. What a catch! Greatest catch ever. Why aren't you taking up? Oh, because you're a slow catcher.
Well, Dad said the Twins walked off.
I was kidding, Sam. It was a blooper.
The left fielder made an insane dive.
He did make a nice catch, but it was not nowhere near going out.
Well, if he doesn't catch that, that's a RBI triple to tie the game.
Yeah.
That was full extension.
I think it was the Tigers maybe who have like they're like middle of the pack in bullpen ERA. We're near the bottom, but they've also blown like 11 saves or something insane like that. So it's like because they've only let up 1 run in each of those scenarios or 2 runs or whatever, and they've blown saves. Whereas
I feel like we haven't blown that many saves because we don't usually have the lead.
We had exactly. And like by the time the bullpen gives up 7 runs, we were already down 2, so they didn't matter. Like it was a weird stat. I forget exactly how it was calculated, but I kind of looked at it and I was like, I think in a weird way that makes sense. Like from what I have seen, I haven't watched it.
No, it does because they're not usually.
They either hold a lead or they just never had it, and then that's when the team. Because I feel like it's also a product of the starting rotation too. Like sometimes the starters like it's over in 2 innings, and then it doesn't matter. But in a game like this where Bradley
do you just give the Yankees Jeffries?
I hope.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking. Do you at this point?
No, I mean I wouldn't. And the Twins said they're not trading Ryan or Jeffers. They're going to be buyers of the deadline.
They said they're not trading Ryan or Buxton. They never said anything.
Well, Buxton, they don't exactly have a choice, which that felt a little misleading.
What's his story? You just don't want to win, Byron? Interesting.
I mean, I think there is something.
I wouldn't want to move.
Yeah, he is his family's been here for a decade almost probably.
Yeah,
I don't
They
think
obviously
he's
like it here, and like why move?
He doesn't even live here in the off season.
he's like 31, 32 years old. Like, I don't know.
Oh, look
Why
at
would
the
he?
owner sitting in the front row by himself. Does the owner have a family?
He's probably yelling at the fans around him too.
I was there when he was doing it.
Well, the
once.
problem is the owner's family doesn't. Oh, that's our timer. The owner's family doesn't really care about the team, so why would they go watch
That's
it with
true.
him?
But they're down to the last person in the family that supposedly cares. Do we
Well,
have
he's
to
at the game
go-
at least.
Do we have to go to the after show? Or?
His son goes to SMU. I have a boots on the ground guy
Oh.
keeping an eye on him.
Nice lead off by the catcher, by the way.
Well, he's fat as
Oh, that's a
fuck.
walk. How you not pinch running?
Well,
It's your
because they
point,
can't.
they
That's their third catcher.
Yeah, that's why they shouldn't have done it in the inning that they did it. Poor coaching. I've been up for Coach of the Year several years in a row.
Well, you've never won it, so.
12,000 up. No, I've never won it. Like 12,000 up. I think every coach is always up for it though. You can kind of feel it SummerSlam week in town, can't you, Sam? I'm sure there's a buzz in the airport today.
Weirdly, my entire play was full of Wisconsin people.
Nice swing. Really?
Yeah.
That is weird.
Actually, after the quote-unquote worst Raw in the history of Raws, there wasn't too much of a buzz in the airport.
It was a little weird though. I will say the Raw was weird. Why aren't we pinch hitting like Larnick or somebody?
Because Drew's guy Creedler's up.
This guy's awful.
Why is he my guy?
Because
Also, Larnack's
last week
played already.
Last week, Drew said Creedler is awfully sick of seeing him in the lineup, and then the next game he got 3 hits.
Well, he just swung at 2 balls in the dirt after he just walked a guy.
No, he sucks.
Yeah, I don't understand why with all the guys we have. I mean, they're probably hurt is probably the answer, but with all the guys we have in the minors, why he of all people is getting run.
Yeah, I don't. This makes.
He's like
no
a
sense.
30-year-old rookie. Like I don't really understand. I don't understand it, but yeah, back to my point of like I don't know that's a very good team, but Shelty's got him playing 500 ball, especially with that bullpen. I don't think he's it's not Joe Torre.
Well, Rocco had us playing 500 ball too, so.
Well, I think that was an objectively a much better team between the bullpen that they dismantled, that included the number 1 and number 3 ERA guys this year. Not 2/5 of a starting rotation because the rest are hurt.
It's gonna take a triple to score this guy on second. What a
Technically it was technically a triple would win us the game.
Win the game.
Yeah.
Jinx.
If he wouldn't have swung, he would have walked already. Are there any other I mean, do we talk SummerSlam or does no one care, do you think?
You're the one that's so tuned in with our listeners.
I mean, well, that's true. I mean, there is a lot going on. It's going to be 2 full days, 2 long days. Oh, it's good. Swing another ball in the dirt. That's Drew's guy.
I don't know why he's my guy. I actively said he wasn't my guy.
He threw 7 pitches to him. 7 were in the dirt. He swung at 3 of them. That one wasn't in the dirt. It was just above the dirt. Sorry.
I am on the record for, in fact, that he's not my guy.
That's okay. Now Lewis is up. There's no chance he'll swing at a ball in the dirt. SummerSlam. I don't think the card's that bad.
No.
No, I think it's a
Any
really good
show
card.
like this is always going to have some random stuff dispersed throughout. I mean, there's always something weird.
I just can't believe we got deprived of Tiffy time and Glamour time.
I think we might see AJ Lee.
They still haven't named the last woman in the ladder.
I think we
match,
might
have
see
they?
Becky Lynch.
Oh, that would be. Oh, yeah, he's swinging a ball 20 feet outside. Yeah, we might see Becky. How could they? Yeah, or Bailey. Somebody.
I didn't see Bailey at the airport today like I usually do, so.
That's a good point. Although they were in L.A. No, we're Stock. I don't know where they said they were.
She wasn't there though, was she? Or what?
Yeah, she
Oh,
wrestled.
she was.
Yep.
She probably had to pick up some belongings though at home in San Jose.
That's true. I think the the whatever's at the convention center, whatever they're calling it, I think it starts.
I hope you guys are
Thursday.
watching.
What?
I hope you're watching.
We are.
We are. They lost.
Has the guy scored yet?
That was like a fly ball. It must be windy.
It went off the wall.
He's surprised it hit the wall.
There's your triple.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
I was
By the
watching
way,
game
if anyone
cast.
ever says that we don't say stuff into existence, they're wrong. The only way he scores is on a triple.
That if it's a triple, we win the game.
Is that officially a triple, or are they going to give him a double?
The game, ESPN is telling me they gave him a triple. He must have gotten to
He's
third
standing
base.
on third.
Yeah.
I suppose by the time the guy scored, he was at third.
Caratini almost got lapped.
Well, yeah, what was he
I mean-
waiting for? There was 2 outs. Why didn't he just
I
run?
think he's just slow.
Oh,
I think he's just slow. I mean, someone fast was behind him, wasn't he? Wasn't like Martin behind him? Like someone fast was. Or
no,
Brooks
Martin
Lee.
was a
No.
used.
No, it was Lee, who's also not that fast. But
Yeah.
Brooks Lee is a lot of things that aren't all that good as a baseball player. He's at least I think he's a pretty.
First of
smart
all,
baseball
can
player.
I ask a dumb?
Most
Okay.
questions you ask are dumb.
No, but this is going to be nitpicking. But Lewis, what's his first name again?
Royce.
Royce gets hurt a lot. He almost fell and tripped around first, and then he gets up and is running it. Does he understand it doesn't matter where he ends up? Like he was busting his butt for no reason. The other 2 guys either score or it doesn't matter.
He wanted the triple.
I guess, yeah. Well, we're right back in it now.
500 ball. Shelty got the boys playing.
I never realized how much Josh Bell looks like our former first base coach.
I think it's just him in disguise. Did
No,
you see
third
him
base
swing?
coach.
Well, he started at first, didn't he?
Oh, maybe.
Or he got demoted.
He's just a little taller than the third base coach.
What was his name?
Tommy Watkins.
Tommy Watkins.
He liked my tweet one time that I said he was a terrible base coach.
My friend who works for the Twins strongly disagrees with us on this.
Or go ahead.
And I
About
told him
if he's a good or a bad base coach.
Yeah, and I said, you know what? You couldn't be more wrong. He's horrific.
I of things we speak into existence. I was at a Brewers Twins game, and I couldn't get out of my mouth fast about how bad I thought base coach he was, until then he got somebody thrown out at home.
Why are they interviewing 4 people?
Did you see Josh Bell swing it all today? Did you see the ugliest swing in baseball?
I saw you had 2 hits, but no, we turned on the 8th inning.
I'm just you got to look for it next time you're watching. It's the ugliest swing in the history of the world, but it works because, like you said, he had 2 hits today.
Jesus. Okay.
I don't know how he ended up with a triple, because you're right. He barely, but he didn't even run out of the box.
And then he did run out like he was going to be in
No,
trouble.
I don't know why he went to
He didn't
third.
even. He just stay at first, buddy. It doesn't
He
matter.
just kept running.
Yeah.
I wonder if he thought he hit a home run, but I guess he had to be running pretty fast if he got to third.
By the way, when he swung, it
Also,
looked like
the
a
center
pop-up.
fielder looked like he gave up on the ball, and it was he could have caught that.
I might need another slushy.
No, that was pretty high up the wall, I think. But I'll tell you this, he didn't read it very well, because he
we do
absolutely
we do have a world champion in town. Finally, after like 42 years, is it the Vixen?
Is that the women's football team?
Yeah, I actually tuned it in. I tuned into ESPN to watch it, and the guy announcing it announced our section final for Town Square Television, and he's doing the women's professional game on ESPN. And it looked like they just took like a Town Square Television feed and put it on ESPN.
By the way, it was not that high up. It was just about 25 feet to his right, because to your point, he couldn't judge it at all.
Yeah, well, maybe where it comes off the wall does not look like he's got much. I don't disagree with you that he played it poorly, but
either the right fielder wasn't close either. Neither of them went for it.
It feels like one of them could have gotten a better chance at it, but either way,
it's Kansas City.
Yeah, that's okay. Wins a win, as they say in the.
Why did Will say "ain't no way"?
It was probably to my text about how I guess I can tell a story on air. I was a good Samaritan day on my flight.
Oh.
I was
More travel problems for Sam.
my flight was delayed per usual, and then I got there, got finally on the plane, and a mom asked me and said, "Would you mind switching with my husband so we can sit with our son, our little boy?" And so I said, "Fine, whatever." So I gave up my window seat, and I go sit to where the husband was sitting, and I got placed next to Rikishi's daughter. And that Willers responded to our text. So bad things happen to good people, I guess, as bottom line. Oh, and then the mom and the dad were then and the son, they're all sitting in the wrong row anyway, so then everyone had to move, and I moved for nothing. So next time someone asks you to switch, just don't switch.
Oh.
I think the stud bud is still drunk, by the way.
Why aren't we watching? We got to get that game on. Fever Sonics or whoever they are.
You kind of are dressed like the stud bud right now, though. It's over. They won.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Courtney Williams.
She's talking about our stud.
Oh,
one.
I thought you meant
stud one or bud one.
I thought you meant stud two.
Oh no, I was talking stud one. You could put stud two on right now, though.
I have a take on the whole WNBA thing, and I can't.
Stud one played 26 minutes and went 2 of 11 from the field, and did not play the closing minutes even.
The WNBA is just a reality TV show.
Yeah, that's the nicest way to put it. If I want to say what I really want to say,
Stud two's going off. Stud two's got 12 points in 15 minutes. She's the leading scorer for the team.
I can't really say what I want to say, but because
so just don't.
Yeah, we'll either be canceled or I'll be canceled. But I think the WNBA has a problem. So, first of all, I tried to watch the All-Star game. This is not really the problem I was talking about. And after the first 5 times down, whoever had the ball shot a half-court shot. I'm like, I can't watch this. Could they at least waited 10 minutes to do that?
Have you watched the NBA All-Star game lately?
I don't know. I won't. Like the WNBA, at least would give a chance. I'd give a chance to the WNBA. The other
All-Star
one
games are All-Star games.
But wait 10 minutes. Don't do it this right away.
Caitlin Clark did give the stud buds her shoes.
You know what's weird? Much like Taylor Swift, like I don't mind her anymore. I'm starting to not mind Caitlin Clark. I think there's so much stuff. I don't know. I'm starting to not.
I don't know why you ever hated Caitlin Clark.
Well, I think she was kind of a punk at first.
Well, I don't think she did anything though. The media just.
No. I think her.
Sam's on the media's anti-Caitlin Clark train. I love it. That's.
I think she was a punk. But when she first came out, I think she was kind of a punk. I don't think she deserves the stuff that.
But I mean, I also Caitlin Clark doesn't say any of these things. The media just.
No, I get that. I think
she does lead the league in technical fouls.
Yeah, one more, she's out.
Well, so does. Well, that was gonna be a bad comparison. I was going to say so does Anthony Edwards, and he should be the face of the league, but he's also the most hated guy in the league. So.
Yeah, and I mean, although he won his court case.
Yeah, he did.
He only owes $3,000 a month.
He got a haircut and he got married. He's an upstanding guy.
Changed man.
First of all, how is this? Oh, she did hit her in the face.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, that was definitely.
Did they hit Caitlin Clark?
No, no. There's a lot of arguing going on this coach's challenge. She got hit right in the nose, and they're disputing it. They went to replay. It was pretty clear what happened.
Yeah, I get it was a civil case. I don't think you ever want to be on the opposite side of what is called a resounding victory in court, though. It's probably not.
Well, wasn't resounding? She still got like $3,300 a month.
Well, she's
down to from 5, I guess she wanted.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of things. No, I read something that said it was reported as a resounding victory.
But didn't he give her all the money in one lump sum, and she was mad at that?
I don't know. I didn't read the details of the case.
Yeah, there was another weird thing.
Yeah. The whole thing was weird.
Honestly, I'm not that I have the money to do that or have the children to have to do it. Knock on wood. I don't even know why I knocked on wood.
That's weird. I said the same thing one day.
But I think that's kind of smart by his part. Just pay it.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't
never
saying
have to think about it again.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying he was. SummerSlam predictions.
Well, I think the other problem that I read was that, and then we'll get to SummerSlam. They're both from Atlanta, and they were together in Atlanta, but then she filed a second suit in Los Angeles, and then couldn't prove that she lived in Los Angeles, and also didn't show up for court.
I'm also confused when this all happened. Anthony Edwards' wife, they've been together 6 years. Doesn't Ann have like a kid or two during that span with other women?
It's none of my business.
Can I public service announcement? And this is I might have mentioned this once before. It doesn't matter where you fall in the political spectrum. There's something called the Baby News Network.
Never heard of it.
I'm telling you, Google the Baby News Network or whatever, however you look things up. It is the single funniest, craziest thing you've ever watched. It's baby Trump and baby everyone else, and it is absolutely hilarious. They make fun of everyone, so this isn't a political statement, but the babies look exactly like Trump and Biden and Barack and the leaders of all the other countries, and then they talk exactly like them. It is insane, funny, harmless. I highly recommend it. It doesn't matter where you fall on the political spectrum. Nothing? Okay.
I got nothing to say about the baby.
There's a thing called AI.
I'm not saying they're real babies.
No, I'm just making sure you knew it, that was a thing.
Yeah, I was well aware they weren't real babies. Yeah, I understand how it's done. I just said. Anyways, SummerSlam predictions. By the way, if anyone out there takes me up on it, you won't regret it. Druid, you would even like it as an anti-establishment as you are.
So what am I? The guy sitting on your lap or wherever he's made his way to at this point.
No, he's on my lap still.
He's as anti-establishment as anybody. I don't know how that's.
I know
me.
he'd like it.
I would eat steak sandwiches and slushies tonight. Well, how am I?
I know you're welcome. By the way, I'm about to have my third slushie.
Do you want me to just rip down the card and you can tell me who you think will win?
Yeah, let's do it. And then we gotta go.
We'll start Saturday. This is in no particular order, although it's in the order.
I do have a theory on the Saturday Sunday thing, but go ahead.
Would you like to start with that?
Yeah, because everyone's saying how Saturday's stacked. I think something huge. Wait, that was political. Sorry. I think something huge is happening Sunday, and that's why it's not quite as stacked. I don't know what. I just feel something big is coming Sunday. Go ahead.
Happy belated birthday, Triple H, by the way.
Yeah, I think there's actually more. There's more championship matches on Sunday, so I think that's the balance. I think people would argue there's better matches Saturday, but there's 4 championship matches on Sunday.
I still
and
feel
a number one contenders match, and of course
that's the worst call I've ever seen.
Human money's on a pole match.
Why are the WNBA refs so bad? But go ahead.
Well, the NBA refs, any ref is bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Refs, all refs are
bad.
6 women tag match: Bellas and Paige versus Fatal Influence.
Well, I think Fatal Influence wins because one of those 3 are turning bad, if not 2 of the 3.
That would imply.
I was about to say Nikki Bella's turning heel and Fatal Influence will win.
Oh, that was a terrible call. Go ahead.
And then
Nikki Bella's retirement match will be at the end of the year against her sister.
Oh. Interesting take. Okay.
They probably both retire in that situation, but I think you're right. 6-man tag: LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys versus I guess the Bloodline is what you would call it.
I'm so confused. I was watching last night. I can't tell who the good people are, the bad people. I think Solo turns on LA Knight, doesn't he?
I think Fatu turns on the Usos. I think he's had enough.
Oh, he goes the other way.
I think LA Knight needs a championship, and it is so sad that he hasn't.
Yeah. See what I did there.
But yeah, I'm going to go LA Knight wins.
Yep, I think he wins. I think Fatu turns. He's only doing what he's doing because of Roman, and Roman's not around because he's got bigger things going on. Gunther, Nick Aldis, that one seems pretty straightforward.
You know what? I think Gunther beats him up, but Nick Aldis shows. I don't see how
he's a good wrestler.
They can't let Gunther lose, but
No.
I think if they want Aldis to continue, then Gunther's winning. They can't let him lose.
The Hell in a Cell, Obafemi, Brock Lesnar. I think we're split on this.
Well, I think he's going to retire. I wish he won.
I mean, I think it's Obafemi wins and Brock Lesnar's retirement match. But I do think in 3 years when Brock Lesnar needs money, he'll come back.
Him and Danhausen can wrestle for human monies. Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan, Io Sky.
Liv Morgan.
It's pretty insane how she hasn't defended the title once in 100 days.
I don't get it either, because
now that Raquel won, I think Liv's got to win too.
Saturday night's main event, not the show, but just the main event on Saturday night. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes turns bad and wins the title.
You think
that's the only way?
Dastardly.
Yeah, or he crosses a line and then you can debate whether he's bad or not.
I think Punk wins, but I think the only way to get Cody to win is turn it bad.
I think Cody wins.
All right, that's your Saturday. Sunday, number one contenders match, Finn Balor and Sami Zayn, which will be an incredible wrestling match if that's your kind of thing.
I would say, I think Sami Zayn. They got to let him have the win.
I think the Demon's actually one of my favorite, not Finn Balor. The Demon's one of my favorite wrestlers actually of all time, but I think Finn Balor will win. Hopefully the Demon comes out for a championship match.
Everybody's favorite match of the night, Danhausen versus Dirty Dom.
Human Money's on a pole match.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like Dirty Dom somehow cheats and wins.
I don't see how Dirty Dom can win, but he's got to get the momentum back. It's pretty sad. He was the hottest heel. I'm one of the hottest people. He got the biggest reaction on anybody.
But someone's
just
gonna
a couple months ago, and now we'll probably get no reaction in this match. So I think somehow they got to get it back.
I think either the Miz or Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona, someone interferes on behalf of Dom. I'm guessing.
Are those guys still brainwashed? Whatever happened with that?
Well, Matt Cardona was temporarily brainwashed back to Zack Ryder, but I think they're fine now.
Oh, okay. All right. And probably the weirdest match on the whole card, the men's U.S. Championship match, Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin, who showed up like 2 weeks ago and is
I'm still waiting for Carmelo to get added. I'm so confused.
I think Baron Corbin wins.
The only thing I will say is I don't understand why you bring him back and immediately put him in that match to just lose.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Men's Intercontinental Championship, Penta, Chad Gable.
I wish it wasn't Penta. We talked about this briefly, but if it's not Chad Gable, I don't think it would go well. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Dad just said a title will change. I don't think I've said a title change yet. So, I think this is where the title change happens in his hometown, Chad Gable.
The interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match, Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Tiffy Time, and a TBD.
So,
you guys want to take bets on who that final person is? I guess you've already sort of said.
I think AJ Lee.
I think it's Becky Lynch and she wins.
And I think if it's AJ Lee.
Do you think they keep it a mystery until Sunday? Like, you don't think it's coming out on SmackDown?
That's a good question. I don't know. To be honest with you, I could see. I mean, it's sort of time for Charlotte Flair to win again, and then that would set up Charlotte and Rhea. But how do you not? Chelsea Green would be amazing. And then you got
Chel-
Tiffy.
There's
I don't know
also
how-
it could be Alexa Bliss and then she turns on Charlotte Flair and wins.
Right.
Or Charlotte
Right.
Flair turns on Alexa Bliss.
That might
and
be the
wins.
best match of the night, honestly.
That'll be good. So that's what I'm saying. I think the stories on Saturday. Oh, it's absolutely dumping rain here out of nowhere. It's supposed to rain here for 48 straight hours. I think that the Saturday matches have bigger names and like maybe some of the better stories, obviously. But I think the wrestling, if you will, on Sunday is going to be better without a doubt. And there's 4 championship matches. I'm with you on the Charlotte Flair thing. I think she is an easy person to carry the title until Rhea gets back. I then don't think you have this like person you assume is going to lose to Rhea when she's eventually back. But on the other hand, I feel like it's the opportunity to give it to somebody like Chelsea Green just to see what she would do with it for a few months. And if
Right.
it goes well, then great. You figure out what to do with her when Rhea comes back.
Well,
If it goes poorly, then there's no harm, no foul.
If Tiffany wasn't already the whatever champion she is, then I guess. But
Do Tiffy and Chelsea recreate the ladder spot?
Do you think
Yeah.
they could physically do it?
Chelsea
a second time?
Green is going through a ladder. There's no question.
I think, I think the surprise entrant will win, and I think it's Becky Lynch or Alexa Bliss.
I'm going to AJ Lee.
You don't think it's Stephanie Vacour? You don't think is she healthy yet?
Oh, I forgot about her. Good
It's
question.
not Bianca Belair. Did you see that picture of her finger?
I don't understand.
Well,
She's got to cut it off.
And she's 14 months pregnant.
I forgot about that part. Yeah, that's true. I mean, maybe it's the pregnancy. I don't understand how. I don't know what she did to her finger to make it look like that.
Well, by the
Um,
way, nice surgeon.
Yeah, it's kind of what a malpractice suit. Final match of the weekend then: Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Championship. I just don't see a world where Roman loses, but there has to be shenanigans. There's no way these guys go out there without something weird happening.
I don't know.
And maybe
how,
that plays to Seth's favor.
But is Roman going away, and then they have to give it to Seth? Like I know that's behind the scenes, but honestly, I don't have an opinion. I could see both of them make sense. Roman losing and going away for a couple months makes sense. I think Roman finally beating Seth because Seth's beat him every time they've ever wrestled. That makes sense. With multiple shenanigans setting up God knows what. I mean, does The Rock come out? I just think something major is happening.
That feels like a match that they don't want to let either guy lose clean, so that something weird's going to happen.
I'm acknowledging my tribal chief, or will be my tribal chief, the OTC, which actually I had trademarked back in the day for my radio show at school, but I won't sue the WWE because I'm a big fan. But we could talk about that another day. I think Roman Reigns wins. I think Seth Rollins he doesn't need the title. I think Roman Reigns at this stage of his career he needs the title. For how he doesn't show up that much and everything and his character. I think he wins and Seth Rollins will be fine without the title.
All right. Well, I do think something major is happening in that last match. I don't know what, but I'm not saying The Rock. That's far-fetched, but I think something major along the lines of The Rock or something.
Final thoughts? Final question for you both, and then we have to wrap up. Who plays more snaps for the Minnesota Vikings this year in this regular season? J.J. McCarthy or Jamal Adams?
I'm going to go J.J. McCarthy.
I'm going to say Jamal Adams because I don't know what Harrison Smith's doing, but even if Harrison Smith plays, like,
well, Jamal Adams isn't a safety.
I know but he's going to be our fourth linebacker, or he's going to be our second.
But
safety.
when I
think he still will play safety a little bit, and if that could mean also just playing linebacker and dropping back into safety as Flores does, I think there'll be room for him to play a good amount.
When I say more, that could be like 5 to 4.
Well, no, I mean, I was going to say part of the possibility of that is does he even make the team?
Well, also J.J. McCarthy could start the year, and he would still only play 20 snaps because he'll be injured.
Right. He'll find. Yeah. Jamal Adams is funny because I think if he signed with 29, 30, maybe even 31 other teams in the NFL, I'd be like, what are they doing? But I feel like he is the exact type of player that Brian Flores specifically, there's probably a couple other coaches as well, but Brian Flores specifically will know exactly how to use, and he'll somehow end up with like 7 sacks and 2 interceptions. Like he'll have some stupid year for no reason other than Flores will use him for 15 to 20 snaps a game in the perfect spots. Like, how do you convince a guy that's played safety his whole career, other than a little bit here and there, to not only move to linebacker, but like commit to the point that he's wearing number 53?
Well,
Like
he did it last year.
He played linebacker last year, but he wore a normal number, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wore 30. He wore 33.
Well,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
you can
Like,
wear whatever number you want.
That's what I'm saying. He could have just worn 33. Like he is fully committed to being like, I'm just a linebacker now.
Yeah. No, but
Like,
I'm just
yes,
saying
he was
could
technically
wear
lined up a
number
lot at
2.
linebacker, but
Yeah.
I know that's my point. I think
Yeah,
he's gonna have
that
a
signing's
weird
not
night.
super exciting, but it is what it is.
It's fun. It's fun. That's
Yeah, it
about
would have
all
been
it is, though.
6 years ago. It would have been insane. All right. Well, we'll be back next week. I'm not sure where any of us will be, but we will be back next week. So thank you so much for tuning in to Apples to
Well,
Apples.
I mean, you know where I'll be. I mean, you guys can figure yourselves out.
Yeah, you'll be. We could all actually be in the same studio. Or we might not be.
I'll be here if we record early in the week.
Yeah. All right, stay tuned next week for a recap of Raw, more sports, and see where we all are. Bye-bye.